Well, it's supposed to be nice out today. I mean, it is, but it's really windy out. So I thought I should go for a walk. I got some new shoe inserts from the VA because my feet were kind of hurting. So the doctor suggests getting inserts, and they seem to be working. So that's another reason I want to go for a walk. I mean, I love walking, but I thought, I'll test these out. Today I'm doing in the woods here. This is one of my favorite spots. I'm not sure if I talked to you guys before about this one, but I've been coming up to this place hiking for over 5 years. Then one winter I decided to come back in here, and when I came across this, and I thought, holy cow, all those years this has been half a mile from my car. So it's kind of nice. Got a nice overlook here. There's plenty of places you can get down close to the river, like right there. But I don't go down there no more. Seen something kind of weird. It's this one, I thought it was a fisherman. One of those camouflage uniforms out in the middle of the water squatting down. I thought, what the heck is he doing in the middle of this little river? So I started to back up and stepped on a stick, and it just cracked. And all of a sudden that hunter, I thought was, turned his head and looked right at me. I thought, holy shit, that's not a hunter. Then he stood up and said, that's definitely not a hunter. That's going to be one of those Sasquatches you hear about. So I decided to get the heck out of there. I don't go down there no more. Little dangerous. I can't really say if that's a true story or not. You're going to have to figure that one on your own. I do love coming here. I will tell you something that I'm experiencing today. Just a minute. This is almost mandatory. Seems like everybody does that. Pretty soon she'll be dammed up. Well, let me tell you something that is really going on. I was walking up this path again, and kept hearing these tree branches and stuff breaking. I thought, it's really windy out. It's calmed down a little bit. But the higher up by those trees, they're just rocking back and forth. They're not right now. The wind's kind of calmed down. So I kept hearing these tree branches and stuff breaking. And I thought, well, okay, let's keep moving. Let's just get away from that area in case a tree comes down. And there are a couple of trees that came down across the path. So when I just got to that point where I was just at now and started shooting this video, right before I turned on the camera, I heard another big crash right across to the river to my right. So I thought, what the heck is that? And that's the true story. Because it really wasn't windy. It's like right now. Yeah, see, about half mile, it's the parking lot. You can hear the wind. Hopefully you guys can hear it. That's another trail, and it takes about 15 minutes. That's where I heard all the noises. So I'm gonna still go walking that way. It's a 15-minute or 20-minute walk, and it ends up back on the other side of the parking lot. So if I come across anything interesting, I'll show you it. I found another spot where you can come down next to the river. Can you hear it? Pretty soothing, huh? This is really a nice place. You can go hiking along the river edge. I've never done that yet. Maybe when I get my boots on, I will. I just come down to here and look around. The grass is all mashed down. I don't know from what. But I mean, the water's really clear. Some spots it's got to be as deep as 6 inches or 8. You're not going to want to go in there without a life preserver on. It is nice though. It's hard coming here during the summer. Which I don't really walk the trails during the summer just because of the bugs and ticks and stuff. But I did one time come down here and it was really hot out. Damn near jumped in there just to cool down. Yeah, I can't believe this was hidden for, like I said, over 5 years. So don't tell anybody where this is at, all right? This is our secret. Because every time I come here, there's usually nobody. 99% there's nobody in the parking lot. So it's pretty, and they're paved out not paved, they're cut out parking lots. So you think a bunch of people would be in here hiking. So damn beautiful. So, all right, let me go a little more. Yeah, see these rocks? They weren't here 10 minutes ago. So they've been freshly stacked. That makes me nervous. Oh, did you hear that? Isn't this pretty? Looks pretty good on the phone, so hopefully it's going to show up. I don't go in there, obviously, there's no trail. Here's this trail has some weird things going on with it. Look at this framework. And you know it's old. So I don't know if it was one of the hunting shacks or what, but it's been here a long time. There's another place where on the river, I'll show you here in a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, not weird, but just be interesting to know, like what was it? Like you see, it's old, and they're planks. They're all the way across. It's not like just a framework, but there's planks going all the way across it. So, and somebody's maintaining these trails though, because these trees were laying across the path. So, all right, let me see if I can show you those other things in the river. There, hopefully you can see those posts there in the river. So, it'd be oh look, there's actually a little snow and ice down there. Just noticed that, boy. It's been kind of nice out. That's something. But yeah, I'd love to know what that was. Somebody tried to build a pier there or what? And who knows? 100 or 200 years ago, this river could have been in a different area. This definitely looks like a floodplain where it overfills the little bank there. Oh, there's another post right there. Didn't notice that. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, when I go on these little hikes, here's what I carry with me. It's just a little knife. But I always say it's better to have something than nothing. So, and I've been, like I said last year in that one video, I think it's Beauty and the Beast, that wolf was growling at me and I didn't realize it. I did not have my knife with me at that time. And ever since then, though, now I carry it. Especially because I'm back in that area where that gray wolf was at. And a knife is, like I said, is better than nothing. But yeah, this is another beautiful spot. And this first time in all the years I've been here, I've probably been coming here 9 years now, or 10. Let's just say 9. I finally saw a fish in one of these rivers. A pretty big one. I couldn't tell what it was. It swam by really fast. In all those years, that's the first time I've ever seen a fish. You think this would be full of them, because the water is pretty clean. But yeah, I tell you, I won't tell you now. Look at it. This is just so beautiful. There's a bunch of trails you can go on. I saw another one just back there a little bit. But another time, I was hiking on one of these trails. I had my little dog with me, and I had a cougar jump right out in front of me. See where that branch is laying there? That's about where he jumped out in the trail in front of me. And I didn't have a knife or nothing. I had my little dog with me. And thank God. Normally when I'm on these trails, I don't have her on the leash. I had her on the leash that day. I think she was just being pokey and stuff, so I put her on the leash. And that cougar started coming at us. I quick grabbed Mandy, threw her between my legs, and then I had, have to have a cane. I raised up my cane, and this thing was coming at me. And the only thing I could think of was, how much is this going to hurt? And I knew I wasn't going to die. I was going to fight till it left or till I killed it. But you ever watch those old shows that are on when animals attack? And I'd always think, well, here's what I do, here's what I do. And then, of course, then the reality shows up. And then you're pulling up your skirt and running down the trail. But when that cougar came up, I knew I couldn't outrun him. And I wasn't going to turn my back on him. So I raised up my cane and I let out a scream that even scared the hell out of me. I thought, where the hell is that noise coming from? That thing took one look at me and one jumped out of the trail. It was a wider trail than this, probably twice the width of this one. And he was in the middle, one leap back into the woods. I grabbed up Mandy and we walked back to my truck as fast as we could go, and I could hear the cougar running right alongside of us. So, and I knew it was a cougar, even though I don't think I've ever seen one. And I sure to hell didn't think there was any in Wisconsin. So I went and reported it to the sheriff's department. And he had asked me to describe, and I told him, and he asked me about the tail. And I said, boy, that tail was probably at least 3/4 length of its body. I said, but it can't be a cougar, right? He says, no, there's cougars in Wisconsin. He says, we just don't normally see them down this far. I said, holy crap. I wasn't scared the whole time, believe it or not. I was literally probably 2 weeks later, and you kind of go back in your mind and you're thinking about it. Then I thought, oh my God. But at the time, I wasn't scared. I think I was so scared I was just more pissed off. You get that fight or flight. I knew flight was out of the question, and TWA wasn't landing there, so like I said, the first thing that came to my mind, how much is this going to hurt? But never once did it come to my mind that I was going to be killed that day. So I don't go back to that trail anymore. I just don't take on risks that I don't need to. If I got a gun and then one of the permits to carry it, I'd think about it. There's another trail I don't go on anymore up in Wisconsin. It's called Star Lake by Saynard. I don't go there no more because I've seen too much evidence of bears in the area. So I won't go there no more. But yeah, that's about it in my hiking trail stories.